afternoon, actually, guys. It is Saturday, and it's funny because I never work on a Saturday, but I was going to go to the store, and the starter went out on my car. So good old Mercury retrograde, I will say that. And I'll have it fixed in a couple of days, if not just tomorrow. But anyways, it is June 6th, and it is 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I thought I would do something productive. And rather than just being angry at my car, I'd like to take my anger and put it towards something positive. So it inspired me to do a reading. Instead of on Monday, it would just be up there a couple of days earlier. I chose to do Charlamagne, or Charlamagne the guy from the Breakfast Club, and a couple of VH1 shows that he's done. Used to work with Wendy Williams from I think '06 to '08, and he's a bit of an interesting character. What got me thinking about doing him was because he did an interview, him, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee, all from the Breakfast Club. They did an interview with Louis Farrakhan, and it was a great interview, actually, and it was really interesting to see how Charlamagne really took the lead on that. So before I get into it, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, thumbs up. I can always use that, and I love and appreciate you guys so much for your support. Charlamagne, let's take a look at him. First of all, and you can probably already tell, Charlamagne is a very hard-headed individual. He is a life path 8. His birthday is June 29th, 1980. He's a Cancer. So he's quite a little mixture of things. You know, Cancers have a tendency to be very much about family and home and caretaking, and they have that crusty shell on them. But at the same time, they do have a wicked sense of humor, and yet they are the most sensitive people that you ever want to meet. So it's strange that with all of that, he's a number 8 person. He started off his birthday's in June, so he was a 6. So he had a lot of responsibilities on him starting very young, very much a nurturer, caretaker, protector, provider. So he probably had siblings he took care of, or maybe a parent that he helped support or take care of, or just having a lot of responsibility put on him. Not that he was so responsible per se, but he had a lot of responsibilities put on him, which molded him into being a very responsible person. His day is the 29th, and we look at that, we try to take it all the way down to a single digit. In his case, 9 plus 2 equals 11, and we stop right there because that's a master number, and that's in the area that he's in right now. That's usually 27, 29, until about 55, 56. So with a 29 being there, or number 11, he is here to learn a lot of lessons. And it being a master number, he gets to experience deeply and profoundly hard and heavy lessons. This is what he chose. And so that he can grow and learn. He's not a type of person that you can tell him anything. Like I said, he's hard-headed. So he has to learn through experience. He has to actually do it, see it, feel it, or he's not going to believe it. Out of that tends to come a lot of trauma, hurt feelings, disappointments. But those are the things that is growing him into the man that he is going to become, which is quite awesome. When we see him, he looks like a number 8 person. And his life path is a number 8. And this year is a number 8, this universal year. So this is his year. This is a time where he should be doing quite well and doing important things, like the Louis Farrakhan interview. If you watch it, he didn't even seem like himself. He seemed like who he really is. You know, and when you're in the media, you're always putting on some type of front or character or whatever. But he really seemed the type of person that he was, really ambitious and in control and goal-oriented. He is clear about where he's going, what he wants to do, how he's going to get there. He is a type of person that's never going to have to experience true poverty or extreme hardships. And this is not to say he hasn't had hardships, but he's not going to have to ever really experience that to the depth of a lot of people feel the need to experience because of him being a number 8 person. Abundance is drawn to him. Prosperity is drawn to him automatically. And when it's not, because he does have the potential to accumulate wealth, he's also is a good character. So if he wasn't born with a silver spoon or well off or is not accumulating wealth at this point, he will. And he has the ability to attract to him important people, executive type people, people that present him with a lot of opportunities. He is an excellent leader. He is constantly in this form of wanting to grow and to learn. But like I said, he has to learn the hard way. And prime example is Wendy Williams, having worked with him for 2 years with Charlamagne and her husband and Wendy. And then Wendy was in an interview, and the interviewer asked her about Charlamagne. Everybody wants to know about Charlamagne these days. And she was saying, who, as if she did not know him. And if you have not watched, or if you've watched the Wendy Williams Experience, you saw Charlamagne all the time, right there at his little spot in the studio. And that was the person that she was joking with all the time and teasing with and what have you. So, obviously she didn't forget who he was. And maybe her husband and him had some bad blood or some words or what have you. But what did that have to do with her? Nothing. Nothing at all. If he didn't steal her purse or her bike, then there would have been no problem with them. But that shows you to the number one, the lack of professionalism that Wendy Williams possesses, as well as the way Charlamagne has to learn things the hard way. Now, even after that, Charlamagne was asked about that. And he said that his feelings were hurt, cancer, he would be. However, he felt that he appreciated them for giving him an opportunity and a chance, a number 8 person. He knows the right things to say instead of going into a bash. He's not going to do that. On his radio show, he can appear to be like that, but that's how he appears to be. That's his act. However, on the for real side, he does have a sharp tongue, and he has to be careful with that. He has a tendency to be blatantly honest, bluntly honest. And for a lot of people, that can be very hurtful. Now, this year, Charlamagne is going to be challenged in a way that he's not going to be comfortable with. His birthday is coming up soon, and that'll be his own personal year. His personal year will be a number 7 year. A 7 year is a spiritual year. It's a planning year. It's a quiet year. Anything that he tries to push up against is going to push him back. He's going to have to be patient. That's why his Farrakhan interview came before his birthday, because he's going to be quiet now, because the universe is going to require him to be still. He won't make the progress that he wants to. And that's going to be tough for him because he's very goal-oriented. He's very ambitious. He's always looking for the next best thing. And this year, there's not going to be a next best thing. It's only going to be in his mind. He's going to have to think about what is his next move's going to be. And he's going to have the opportunity to do that. Doesn't have a great imagination per se, but he is able to think of something and go out and do it rather than sit and be dreamy about it, which that's a good thing for him. But this year, it's going to have to be a little dreamy about it. He's going to have to be really focused in some type of a spiritual or religious aspect of life. The universe is going to require him to honor it. Honor the earth, honor the universe, honor God, honor Allah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to have more interest in the nation. I would not be surprised at all. He was very bright and intelligent on the Louis Farrakhan interview, and almost as if it was just him picking Louis Farrakhan's mind. So look to see that as he grows in his career and his life. I see him ultimately being very prosperous, having businesses, having longevity, and a member of the nation. I really do see that. I won't be surprised with that. But our number 8 Cancer guy is going to be quiet this year. But he's going to always have that blunt tongue. And he's got to be careful this year too, because of having that bluntness. Let me take my glasses off. Having that bluntness of tongue in a 7-year can backfire on him. He could say something thinking that it's a joke and ending up being very harsh toward someone, and they're not going to like it at all, and there would be some type of retaliation or trying to get him fired from his job. He isn't going to be there long anyways. Maybe the next couple, 2-3 years, and that's going to be it for him as it goes, and he's going to move on to bigger and better things anyways. But this year he's going to have to know patience, humbleness, humility, stillness, and planning. All right, guys, that is Charlamagne, The Breakfast Club. If you haven't seen him, check it out. If you haven't seen the interview with Louis Farrakhan, it's brand new. It just got up there, and it's worth watching. You guys have a great Saturday. I'm going to do that and see if I get this car up and going. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Bye.